Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rikaha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations and blessings to the elect. This is Ezekiel 3:17, and it reads, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman until the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. That's right. And that's what we're doing, man. We're warning you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans about what's getting ready to come and all the things that's getting ready to come upon the earth, man. And it says, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. That's right. So if we don't we come out with the Lord, with the Lord put on our spirit to say, we don't come out, we just, put it under a bushel, put it under under your bed, hide your candle, that light. The Lord is going to, we got to go out there and tell these people what's getting ready to come upon the Lord. I mean, come upon the earth, man. In the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy, man. And that's what we're doing. We coming out to prophesy. We telling you things before they happen. Because a lot of stuff that's happening right now today, there was forewarned before you people even, before it hit you people. And brothers, and the men of Great Millstone, starting with Apostle Tahar, are one of the first men that told me about the 2020 event. Before it happened, I heard about it. They was talking about all these things, before they actually took place. And many, many other prophecies they said has come to pass. So that only lets you believe that these are the men of the Lord. And I truly believe that. And I know and the fruits only, backs that up even more. But anyway, and it says, I went all around. I went off. Going all. I mean, not going off. I'm going. Everywhere else. I'm all over the place. Let's just say. But anyway, get back on hand. It says, and then it says, the blood will be required at on our behalf if we don't come out and warn the people that what's getting ready to come upon the earth. Whether they hear or forbear, whether they look at our videos, whether they think we're men of the Lord or not. The point of the matter is we're coming out to tell you these things before they happen. Whether we got it from, of course we read the Bible and we match them up with the current events on the day, and we look at things that's happening on the earth, and the Spirit of the Lord is already giving us the eyesight to see these things and give us that alertness to come out and speak on them. And a lot of people, they think that, the men of the Lord are going to be some men that's going to be floating in the sky, or some old Edomite, man, doing some miracles and shit like that, See, that's what Esau has done. He has blinded a lot of our people into thinking, the men of the Lord are gone. They ain't done away with it. They ain't coming back, because Esau doesn't teach the real reincarnation. He doesn't teach that. So when it's, so that's a strange thing unto these people, man. So the men of the Lord and the prophets are back today, and they, the men of old are back today, and that spirit never dies. That spirit just goes from one body to the next, and leave that when they come back, it just happens to be a new body. But that spirit is the same. So those old prophets back in the day are back now, and you can start, starting with Great Millstone, who I truly believe are the men of the Lord. I only speak as a man, how I see it and what I see, I'm I'm connecting dots, you know what I'm saying? So you see a man doing the works of the Lord the way these men are doing, and you see all the things that they say come to pass, and you see they're still in it after many years, and in the humbleness among these men, and straightforward, no sugar, no spite, none of that games. It's straightforward, You know what I'm saying? It ain't no in between. Like, hey, well, it's just straight nay and yay and nay. And that's what makes me know more that these could be the men of the Lord, And who else could it be? You know what I'm saying? but it is from here and there. Like I said, I'm all over the place now. It says, yet if thou warn the wicked and he not, it's like, yet if thou warn the wicked and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity. But thou hast delivered thy soul. That's right. So we delivered ourselves from all the shit that the Lord is going to bring upon the earth that we're warning you about. We pretty much said, hey, we did what the Lord told us to do, just right here in Ezekiel 7. I mean, 3 and 17, it says, go on and warn the, house of Israel, tell them about the things that's getting ready to come upon the earth. You know what I'm saying? Slack. Let's go with what's about to come on the earth. Let's go to Revelation 24. And it says, this is Yahweh Shah. He says, and this is Matthew 24. I'm going to start at 3. And it says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? And Yahweh Shah answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. That's right, because a lot of false prophets are going to be out here in these last days, man, deceiving the people, getting the people thinking that, everything is okay. Donate this, give me your money. This, a lot of false, not teaching the name, doing all this old Pegatron things, you know what I'm saying? Doing all this stuff that's weird. But, these are going to be deceivers in the last days. Many of them are going to be on the earth, man. And that's why we warning you, to take heed, because there's a lot of simple Israelites, plain and simple, man. There's a lot of us are simple as hell. We believe everything. We like that click, in a click. That's what's happening. Anything that, Jake is just looking. He's looking, man. But he's like it says, he's searching, but he's not. He's all in the wrong spot. The truth is right there in his face. Set men on the highways and byways preaching this word. The true men, and they just look at them like they just, no, they're waste of time. I can't get, you look at us like that. Mainly the men of Great Millstone. But he says, for many shall come in my name, saying I am anointed, and shall deceive many. That's right. And it said, and ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. That's right. So all these wars and rumors of wars, these are the things that must come to pass from the things that are getting ready to take place on the earth. It's going to be some serious shit that's going to come upon the earth, man. And it says, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. That's right. So it's going to be a turmoil on all the shit that's going on earth, fighting and, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? Wars. It says wars and rumors of war. So those are the signs of the end. And if you pay attention to prophecy, when have you seen all the nations are all geared up to go to war at one time? Everybody. I mean, I'm talking about like it is right now. This is the third world's war. So this is the third time this has happened, So this is the third, this is going to be the last and final woe. You know what I'm saying? This is, we getting closer to this time when all hell is getting ready to break loose. See, now you got the bear, he's been, the Lord has lifted up, the bear, man. He got him, he's finna let him loose. You know what I'm saying? So, and that bear is going to attack that, the dragon, the beast, man. You know what I'm saying? It's going to destroy that beast, which is that, it's going to kill, Esau, empire, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you can go, that dragon goes back to the Roman Empire. The beast is the system. The beast system, his technology and science, so on and so forth. Now here I'm going on, like I said, I'll be going all over. He shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled. All these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom. There shall be famines and pestilences, earthquakes in diverse places. That's right. And that's getting ready to come. That's happening too a little bit here. You see earthquakes here. You just had an earthquake someplace where I think over 3,000 people was killed in that, man. And then the pestilences are getting ready to come up. The famine. There's going to be a food shortage pretty soon. We don't know how Esau is getting ready to bring this thing, but ultimately it's the Most High, because this book been written before Esau even thought about none of the shit he's doing right now. So this book was written to let us know it's a prophecy book, and it told us that these things were getting ready to come: pestilences, famines, earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrow, and that's what's happening, man. You're gonna start. The earth is in a sorrowful state right now, man. These are the beginning of sorrow, man. We starting. It's gonna ramp up even more, man. You know what I'm saying? So when this thing get real in motion, man, you people know that, hey, these are the men of the Lord. This is realer than real deal Holyfield. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and they shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. That's right, the true name. Because nobody's gonna hate you if you say the word Jesus Christ. Nobody's care about it. You say Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, Yahweh and the Son Yahweh Shai, you're gonna get some head turning with those names. Jesus Christ and God and all that. Nobody's giving a fuck about that. But you come with the namesake of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, the name that they forbidden these other groups from saying, that's under the 401(c) tax bracket. These are the names that they teaching you not to say. Those are the names that's going to get your ass killed. So that's what not know Jesus Christ. So the real name is Yahweh. The Father is Yahweh and the Son is Yahweh Shai. Those are the true names. Those are the names that we're going to get hated for, man. Okay? And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another, and many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. That's right. And there's going to be a lot of purple, the purple, the Barney the dinosaur, you know what I'm saying? The purple men, you know what I'm saying? And that's what's getting ready to go down, man. A lot of people are going to be deceived by these false prophets because they're going to give you that good, feel-good doctrine, because a lot of people don't want to leave here. They want to stay here. So anything that sounds like they're going to prolong their life here in Babylon, it's like anything that's going to seem to prolong their life here in Babylon the Great, they're going to attach to that doctrine or that teaching or that whatever. They're not going to come to a man. If you want to stay somewhere, you're not going to want to hear a man that's going to tell you that it's going to all burn and go get destroyed. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to hear that. So you're going to glean more to a man that's got a soft and air-pleasing doctrine, man. Something you want to hear, just to ease just to comfort the soul before there's to find for the just to comfort your soul for that moment, that lie. That's why the Bible said they all shall believe in lying. They all gonna be destroyed because of it. Roughly paraphrasing, man. And it says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And that's right. Love is going to be cold as hell out here. People are going to do, it's like that now. You see people killing each other, the way it is right now. The world is cold as hell. You got guys robbing, knocking old people out. You hear story of kids killing their parents, parents killing the kids. All this shit is getting worse. And it's going to get even worse. This is only the beginning of sorrows, man. This is only the beginning. It's only the beginning, man. And it says, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. That's right, man. He that endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And it reads, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. That's right. You know what I'm saying? And we started, and like Apostle Tahar said, he believed, and I'm, quoting from Apostle Tahar, that he believed that the elect is almost sealed up, or, close to it. And he's pretty much, that's right. Because this truth is all over the world. Who the real Israelites are, who the true power is, his name is going around. So pretty soon this thing is going to get to where it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? It's going to get to the end. Like it said, where is that at? It says, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. That's right. Because these people are going to find out who the real power is real soon. And when that happens, when everybody get the earful of the truth, and then that's when the end is going to come to an end. That's when all bets are off. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord is going to get that, the Lord is going to show his power in those times, man. First his name is going to be magnified in those last days. And the men of the Lord, the true men of the Lord is going to, refine them like it does, like it says, it's going to refine them as gold is refined in fire. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to, it's in his own then. In his own. Its own. The kingdom is on. It's going to be cracking then, man. That's when it's going to be cracking, man. And then, we can't wait till that day come, man. All praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man, for that. You know what I'm saying? Just wanted to go into that. Lord willing, this is edifying to someone. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, man, we're closer than ever to the end, and all we're doing is just warning these people. As it says in Ezekiel, let me go back to Ezekiel 3:17 before I close it out. And it says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. That's right. So I'm telling you, man, all the things that's getting ready to come upon the earth, man. If you ain't with the Lord, you know what I'm saying? If you're not with the Lord, you're going to be destroyed in these last days. I still got another scripture I'm thinking of right now. One of this all-time favorite scripture, you know what I'm saying? And then if you ain't with the Lord, you through, man. This is Psalms 91, and I'm starting at the first verse. He said, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. That's right, man. So you're going to be under the shadow of the Almighty, man. You know what I'm saying? Under his wings, man. Under his power, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's going to come over that. Nobody's going to move the Most High out the way to get at you. So you're going to be at his security. You're going to be under his security. And it says, I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge, my fortress, my power. In him will I trust. That's right. That's what you're going to have to. If you're a man of the Lord, the elect is going to do that. They're not going to bend down and do whatever the so-called white man is going to try to force on them. They're going to trust in the Lord. They're going to do exactly what the Lord has programmed them to do, man. And it says, surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisy pestilences. And you know what I'm saying? And he shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings and it says, he shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings, it says, under his wings shall thou trust his, you know what I'm saying? His truth shall be their shield and buckler. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're waiting on. The Lord protection. That's why we saying this is why you want to get with the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? Thou shalt not be afraid of the terror by night, nor for the arrows that flieth by day. You know what I'm saying? It's talking about the nuclear missiles, all the shit that's getting ready to come upon the earth. Terror by night. You can be the nuclear, those martial law troops. The shit that all kind of shit can be happening. At night. But mainly then those arrows that flies by day is talking about the nuclear missiles that's going to come over here in Babylon the Great. So that's why you want to be under the Lord's wings, under his fort. You want to be his fort. You want to be under his fortress, man. You know what I'm saying? With that, I'm gonna get ready to close it out. I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom.